I am your host, the Token Mando. Alrighty, so today we're kind of having just a little bit of fun, just enjoying life, and yeah. So we got one thing really cool to review. So I kind of already took the tag off, so this is a Karma Corner hat. And this is kind of cool. So this is a Grassroots hat. So anybody who knows Grassroots, that company, knows that this is kind of a special little hat. And here's the reason why. Oop, wrong side. Got a nice little stash pocket. So say you got a couple of joints, you got a couple things you want to sneak into a concert or something like that, you can. Something really cool about these hats. They're very nice. They say in the 406. They're just all around just really good cap. It does not fit on my helmet, but that'd be cool. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys that as a simple little review real fast on the hat. It's really good quality and it fits my head outside of the helmet extremely well. And again, that's what this cap looks like. Very nice pattern. It says the Karma Corner on the side. All in all, really nice hat. We had another thing to review, just a little kind of like a hat, a mat for them, but I can't find that, so we'll have to do that on the Wednesday show for that review. I just kind of misplaced it. And before we get anywhere started for the rest of the show, we're going to pull off our old speaker head protector. And we're going to put a new one on. It kind of matches the helmet a little. Trying to get this to... And it's connected. All right. As you see, nice little furry, little blue thing for protecting our stuff. Love that. It says cap. Well, hello there. How you doing? Hope you're enjoying the day and enjoying the beautiful weather. Because I know I certainly have. It was gorgeous here in Montana today, so yeah. Oh, thank you, thank you. All right. So, as you know, we're token. We're enjoying life. We've got a lovely Puffco, fully charged, ready to rip and roar. We also have an amazing rig, ready and ripping and roaring. So let's get onto this. Let's get this started tonight. Get like a nice sized little dab going and just start to enjoy the night. let's get to this. Let's continue to enjoy this. We've got a nice little booger loaded into here, and we're going to enjoy it. You know, one thing I will say about this new microphone kind of cover. Wait, is it even working right now?
Well, that was fun. Our amazing microphone died, and we're to the earphones, which are the aftershocks on the very inside of the helmet. Alright guys, if you give me 1 second, I gotta plug a plug in real fast so I can start charging my microphone. Alright, as I said, I really wish I knew what your comments were saying. Alright, see if this is working. See if this is working. Alright, so it's working. Just gonna see a long ass cord hanging off me for most of the night then. Obies, come here. Oberon, come here. Get over here. Now, get over here. Come on. Down. Come on. Alright, so we're back to it again. We're going to take a little bit of a fun rip off of this thing here. I do need to clean this thing. Kind of my favorite thing about that, you can take it off the water and just fill the torch. Just feels like Legos. Just feels like awesome Legos. Alrighty, cheers, everybody. That's not bad. That's excellent flavor, like always. And oh yes, I forgetting about this, and this was the other thing. We got pretty much the same day at Karma Corner, and we were reviewing this. This is a Dr. Dabber wax mat. Thank you. We really do try. But yeah, as I was saying, this is great. This has been fucking so nice. I've been able to put all my stuff on here for all my concentrate products and just keep everything from just like ruining my table. Which is where a large portion of our tools, our wax, all of that lives on. And thank you for that, man. I really do appreciate that comment. Because we do work hard to make it to where, yeah, it does look like there's always a new something. There's always a new this. There's always a new that. Now, some of it we are testing. So it's a new product. We've had it for, say, a month or so, and we haven't like opened the box or really anything. Sometimes we'll even open the box right before we even do the show or on the show that day, and it'll just be sitting on a shelf like this one or that one. Like this one is our shelf for things that come in that we are going to review. Like the hat was sitting on here for a little bit. I thought I put the Karma Corner mat with that, but I did bring down the other thing, which is the ginormous dab mat, which has been awesome. Yeah, no, I'm running a little late, but there's not very many people liking or anything or commenting today. That's a little unusual for me, I'm gonna say. Not very many people. All right. There we go. Let's see if this is working. Looks like it's working beautifully now. And we do a lot of reviewing of different products. Just the other day, I was looking at some of the stuff that we reviewed, not even that long ago. The Puff Shot, that new Pulsar battery. Pulsar battery, I'm actually still using, and still currently doing the 1 month, the 1 month review. Currently, I have it kind of just sitting, waiting, seeing if it's going to do anything to the device itself. Well, it looks like we got one like. Awesome. That's awesome. Thank you for whoever gave me that. Thank you. All right. Cheers, everybody. We're going to hit another time. Man, waiting for this thing can take forever. Cheers, everybody. That was a big hit off this device. Whew. Not so toasty anymore. Got an oscillating heater now. One thing I will say about, the tests we've done over the last few weeks. um, like this mat, this other mat, the Q-tips. Honestly, the Pulsar battery in general is just awesome so far. It's just been so discreet, so nice. I don't have it with me right now because we currently have it sitting in the car for an overnight test. Nothing in the device. We just want to see how it fares with battery life overnight. The car. especially when it's slightly cold. All right. You know, cheers, everybody, by the way. Cheers. I think that tomorrow's short's going to be kind of cool. I filmed it a little earlier. I just have to finish the voiceover work for it. So essentially now we're doing something kind of cool. Happy Monday! Hope you're enjoying the Monday, friend. Oh man, I'm so excited for Andor. It's so because of the writer's strike. We've been waiting so long for this that it's going to be absolutely epic, I think. So, we'll definitely have to see how that goes. For some odd reason, and I don't know why it's doing this for my stream today, when I'm looking down at the stream, which I have full control of it here and here, basically, there's the camera, there's the remote. Um, it's not showing me like the time I started. So that's kind of interesting. Woo. So one thing I've noticed about just really in general with the testing, after we start the initial portion of a product, um, if it is, say, a device, we've had, like there's certain brands I've had like outstanding success in, such as Stitch. I think that's how you said the name right, and then Puffco and Dr. Dabber. Those are the three that I've had outstanding success in. Um, like, for a great instance, cleaning on all of these devices have been easy in comparison to, say, going and cleaning um, certain types of e-nails, like the Yodava Dava e-nail that I have, but I will never bring on the show because it is, again, it's older unit. If I was going to bring one in, I'd bring one of the newer ones where it attaches to the Vanger and doesn't have to have a wall supply. It's got a built-in battery. Just to show you guys. Or I'd go get like a ball vape or something like that where you're still using that e-nail and you're still using that technology. But yeah, that's getting a little too far into it. But just in general, devices, brands, like the brand name stuff, some of it's been really, really successful. A lot of the newer like Yokan devices, I've had some mad success with. Which Yokan used to be like everybody go get one. It's the most affordable. It's the cheapest. Now it's slightly more expensive, but it's a better device. But there is a list of devices that I would never use again. Um, Starting with, I want to say, like I got good fond memories of it, but the Magic Flight Box. Um, I may rave about it from, remembering how that device worked, how simple it was, but the cleanup on that device was probably the worst cleanup on any device I've ever seen. Because most of the time you'd have to replace the screen, you'd have to do all this work to the wood to clean it up, and the little glass sheet that was on top or the lid, you'd have to clean that extremely well, which wasn't very easy because the stuff at the time didn't really clean as well as, say, going buying some rubbing alcohol or ISO at the time. And you couldn't really take that apart, so because it was nailed in place. But that was by far the worst device I've ever used. That and a device called Loki. You load the top of it. It was a dryer vaporizer. It went all the way up to, I think, like 400 or 500 degrees, and not the best device. So yeah, you know, I think if we're going to continue to like, as we're continuing to review, we're going to look at like certain other devices eventually. I would love to personally review a Dr. Dabber Switch too. That has actually been one thing that I would love to review for the last few years. But unfortunately, I do have to pay quite a bit of money to get one of those in order to for in order to review it. So that's something that I'm gonna have to wait for. Now we do use a proxy. You guys have seen that quite a bit. Now that's actually our third proxy. The first one I gave to a family member of mine. The second one, I fried it, couldn't fix it, and then it went out. It was out of warranty, so couldn't really replace it. Um, the third one, which is the flourish, which you guys see all the time, that one I bought to replace the other flourish. Um, so yeah, things like that. Just reviewing wise, I would say is kind of the negative in my personal opinion for almost all e-devices is the battery life. Um, I know with a lot of the newer devices, we don't really have these problems as much anymore. So, like the newest Puffco, there is some problems with some issues. So, I mean, it's not as bad. Like the Dr. Dabber Switch, there's not very many problems. I mean, besides people saying replace the carb cap as soon as you can, which honestly, if you're going to get something that nice, that expensive, and you're going to use it for a very long time, why not? Why not just go in and just get a nice new cap that's going to work, that's going to be a little bit more effective than the original device's cap? Um, the device that they have now, it kind of reminds me of an old school Puffco glass joystick. I think it's a little bit more smoother, and if you press down, it's a little bit more smoother on it. But all in all, it still reminds me of that. But once I get the device in my hands officially and then review it, I could tell you guys all about the device. And hell, we can even run the app on the device like we do with our Puffco most of the time here on the show. Looks like I gotta update the Puffco Connect app. You know, that's one thing I do like about that, especially when we're taking different dabs here on the show. It's been so nice to just kind of have this thing on split screen and be working with this. And I can have like my settings up and running right now to the device, which I just had to click the button just to get it turned on. Um, you do have to sometimes manually go in, hit the device, yada yada yada, connect the device. Like today has been kind of a little bit interesting because we've been having issues with connectivity. So I gotta put it back into like search mode to find the device. All of that. It's a little frustrating at times, but it is something we've had to do quite a bit with the show. It's got the 40%. And we're paired again. Yay. I'll put the YouTube back up again. Alright, there we go. Alright. Don't need any of that. Yep, gotta get it signed back in. Don't know why she's logged the frick out. That happens, so. Alright. There we go. It's going good, bro. It's going good. Just enjoying life. Just, you know, getting the comments, getting my handy dandy heat settings all up, as you guys can see. We got a nice sized pool. So I'm going to run it at a little bit of a hotter setting today. And just like that, it's started. It's ready. So it's gonna start ripping, and we're ready to go. That's the one lovely thing about our little mobile command system here, as I call it. Yeah. Cheers, everybody. So, more Grizzly Pines. I just finished this one, so that one's empty. But, yeah. That, Mango OG tonight. We're almost through all of it, so I can finally, like, finish it. I have Q-tips somewhere. Did I bring them upstairs? I sworn I didn't. Oh, there they are. And that's the one thing I do like about the app for this device. As soon as you set it, or you have it set up to where you can just go bink, it makes it so easy to run this system. You can hit it every single time, and yeah. I know we're getting close to our 40-minute marker for the show, but yeah, I'm going to show this hat one more time right off. So this is a hat we got from the Karma Corner. If I was going to do that, I get a flat panel, shape it like the helmet, and then have it edged where it looks like the helmet, deep edged. Call it the Mando tool. Alrighty. Gotta unplug this. This is that portion of the night. Plug this back in. Cheers. You know, that's the nice thing. This is gonna hurt. It's gonna be nice though. We're gonna enjoy it. Yeah, the gas mask? I think I have one. Oh, really, really hard. Woo. Whew. Actually, we're going to be. We're working on different jerseys. So, like, we have this jersey which says Token Mando, and then has the 420 on the bottom, and then it says 420 production 420 on the back. The only problem with it is it has the old logo on it. We need to replace that, put new logos on them for the next samples. As you guys know, I'm not a very rich guy. I just kind of I give you guys my truthful and honest opinion about everything I do, everything I see on here. So, like, for me, I gotta find a really good company is one that is willing to work with me on price and shipping. That's the like the three things that I should say that I am working on. But that's a very good question about what I'm looking at and what I'm doing. All right. Generally, I'd actually like to do shirts, hats, hoodies, and dab mats, and piece mats. Those are the 5 items I would like to kind of generally do. That's what we've been researching. I've gotten a lot of different samples and bought those samples from that company to try them out to see how they worked. I'm placing this down as I'm going to hit the button to get that heated up, and we'll wait for that to fully heat up, which doesn't take long. But yeah, we really are looking and seeing what companies we can and can't do for that. Cheers, everybody. We actually have a design for the hats in mind, which leads into patches. Which would be me going and buying a bunch of like bunch of lids. I might do some snapbacks and taking a heat press or hat press and actually hand putting those logos on myself. Buying 1,000 patches that are ready to go for a heat press like that, and getting ready for those kind of hats. Now that kind of production, I can do. It's going to be an easy thing for me to do. Um, that might end up being the first item we do is hats. Um, I've been talking with Token Overlord, and we've been kind of going back and forth on eventually what item we want to sell. Now, we're probably going to end up making our own online commerce store. Um, so there's some like bugs, some glitches, some things we got to figure out. And first off is getting a Zebra printer so we can print out like package information. So when we take it to the post office, we can ship it. Um, that will be the first portion. Getting our online business license for I don't know what state, but whatever state. Um, business licenses in general, they're easy to get, but the online version of it is a little different. Um, it's getting a wholesaler's license and a couple other things involved in that. So I really haven't talked very much in depth at all of this stuff that we have to do here on the show because, it's a different topic from what we normally kind of talk about, and this kind of goes away from how we normally operate. Um, as you guys know, we have a huge studio here, which has my office, a warming studio, so we can stay warm in the winter, which does get converted into a sound room quite often for doing the Spotify episodes, which we're going to be almost done with this season. So we're doing a full season, and then we're going to release it week by week by week. We are on a 2-month hiatus from that. And for to answer that question right there, if you want to go ahead and do a design and stuff like that, we have a Instagram, which is the Token Mando the One, which is linked to our link tree, which is in our description box right below our border. You can click that and you can message me. I do check that daily for the show, and we do a lot of things through our Instagram as well. We're working on trying to get that a little bigger. I really haven't had time to like really sink into our Instagram and just kind of work on that kind of stuff. So it's kind of been like, oh man, I really wish I had time to do that. Haven't had the chance. I've been just like busy. It would take away that excuse and just like, oh, I have to do it. But yeah, if you really want to make a design and all of that, feel free to like drop that logo or design off on our Instagram and give me a message. All right. We haven't actually hit any glass all night long, besides the one we tried to do a little bit earlier. That didn't work out so well. So we're going to attempt to hit some glass, and then we're going to call it a night after that. Got a little bit of an earlier morning, so I can't be streaming too long. Thank you, bro. Thank you. All right. I don't know what I want to hit. I have so much wax in front of me right now that it's really hard to pick and choose. Normally, I don't have this problem. Now, a few months ago, we were trying to get more into like a, the eventuality of we're gonna make it, we're gonna be able to do the t-shirts and stuff like that, not knowing how much capital, how much time, how much energy, how much work goes into designing logos, goes into designing different things for the show. Like, here's a great instance of designing things for the show. This ring says Token Mando. Now, we had to find a company for that. Heck yeah. And it wasn't exactly it wasn't exactly expensive, but it was a long time for the end result. Same goes for like the necklace we wear here and a couple other items that are custom for the show. Now for t-shirts, we're going to do something different from these jerseys because these are jerseys that we wear for the show, for like showing off who I am and who is Token Overlord. So that's something that me and Token Overlord have to really like sit down one of these days and like really chat about it. We've chatted about it a few times, but like when me and him have a little bit more free time from our doing our normal jobs and our normal daily life, um, we will have to set some time apart and just like figure that out for you guys, to get stuff like that. Now the hats, stuff like that, I actually have been doing a lot of research. There's a company that actually sells pre-made blanks for it's a 2-inch patch that goes straight onto the hat. It is basically like a Velcro round blank spot, so you can put your own customized patch onto the hat. I actually have been thinking about that option heavily. Here's the reasoning why. I don't have the expensive hat press to do that. It would be easy for me to do it once I get the press, but yeah, we're working on things. Alright, so let's wrap this up. I've gone on a little bit longer than I normally do. I mean, we could probably go a few more dabs and then, yeah, just enjoy it a little bit longer. Now for the Sunday show, we're gonna have everything like prepped, everything ready to go before we get here. We're gonna have to go grab the doggo, which he's under the desk right now in his little kennel thing, on his ginormous dog bed. Merry Mando Monday. Heck yeah, thank you, buddy. You know, let's do it. Let's continue going on till 10 o'clock today. Heck yeah, I'm in such a good mood. Let's continue. You see me setting up something real fast. I'm actually setting up a secondary light real fast. Didn't realize I had that bad a shadow. You know, something that you guys have probably never seen on the show very much is we wear these shirts, but we also wear these gray shirts that are underneath quite often. So, like when we first started doing the show, um, we started off with a gray T-shirt as our like, oh, it's our go-to. We had a bunch of them. We left them down in the studio, and that was how we started this. It was actually kind of funny. It started off as kind of like a little gag. So, which eventually turned into a jersey, which was even funnier in my personal opinion. But I love it. Bruins, hands down. I love their hockey jersey. I love their team. They got an amazing team. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Cheers. All right, that was not bad. Whew. Thank you, thank you. I like this helmet. I need to get it retented. because I did the tent job myself, and I did not do a good job on it. And I'm a bad encouragement, but you should, my friend, you should. I'm unfortunately actually out of flour right now. I grabbed out the volcano and everything tonight. Have it all set up over here actually. And yeah, went to go grab my little bit of bud stash and I forgot. I actually smoked it here a few nights ago with a buddy of mine. So yeah, oh well. Thank you, thank you. Oh. Taking another hit. I'm waiting for some clones, and then yeah. Also, I haven't reviewed flour in a little bit. I'm gonna be doing some reviews on some flour, and we're gonna be getting some more. We have some amazing dabs though. Cheers, everybody. So this is an apple mango. No, it was apple. Yeah, apple mango. I think was what it said on the jar. And the other ones is a marmalade OG. Uh, we got a bunch of oil, so those are one of the ones we have, and then we have runts. This is what this one looking like. It's looking fabulous. It's awesome. It's really nice. Huh. That is funny. It's been a while. Nothing much. Just enjoying life. Just chilling out, relaxing. All right. We got our very awesome Puffco with a dry top from Indie Glass and a. I'm looking at my notes that are right over here and right over here. Windstar is question mark. It might be a Windstar cap. I have to look. Nope. Sorry, friend. That's the one of the things that we don't really do on the show, unfortunately. Oh, that's great. Oh no, it died. I love this tool, but damn, is it sucks sometimes. If Puffco can improve on one thing, is battery life on these damn things. Ah, oh no. Alright. Yeah, alrighty. Cheers. Huh? Nope. It still tastes like a mango. Straight up like a mango. The other one straight up tastes like a mandarin. It's kind of weird. Well, we're at that point of the nights, guys, where it is where I say adieu. I will see you guys on the next one. So stay tuned. We will see you guys on Wednesday, sometime around 8 to 9 o'clock. We'll see. Alrighty. Well, peace and much love, and we'll see you guys on the next one. So stay tuned.